Shipyard head is oddly quiet. The machines are starting to wake up. Yeah, the artwork's really good. It's got a very painterly feel to everything. The game is very story-based. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Blood. Half light Ultra Series gloves. Sure. We'll hold on to those. Just shove them in my pocket. Got some Kronar. $1.10. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Some more money. We're getting rich. Everyone's complaining about being poor, but they're leaving all kinds of money on the ground. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Oh, reading passes time. Is that what that tip was? Interesting. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. I hear typing. A stair made of pallets leading up. Interesting. The fishy. A taxidermy fish that tells time. That's amazing.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock
Welcome,
workers?
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He knows who we are.
Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Being
He
a
looks
blob?
extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you and then at the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Some bad vibes. Is that my name? Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes.
He's got a
that's
very
probably
pencily,
right.
nasally
It's nothing.
voice.
Forget about it.
I
Filter
think-
it out.
I don't really sit. It's not
Very
my
well,
kind of
Mr.
thing.
Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move up like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Okay.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns his back to his typewriter. I imagine that's what my voice sounds like to other
You're no
people.
Titan Affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Oh, well, oof. I failed that roll. I guess I gotta sit.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Try to wink back. We'll remain
So
serious.
tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Damn, he hurt me. Heal myself?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable
He's
chair.
trying to kill me with his chair.
It's violating your backside.
The thing about this game is I have, like, 2 health total and 1 morale. And Yeah, like sitting in a chair weird'll like kill me, or making a bad roll will just cause my cop guy to go into a psychosis and just quit his job and I lose the game. The chair you're sitting in has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating my backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically large.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
25 real. Wait, you know, Garte?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
No union man.
With a
Oof.
grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Don't think for. Thank you, Everett. Take the comically huge check, but don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. You could take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. What's that again? What? He's trying to bribe me? I guess we'll take it
Is there
and not say
anything you'd like
anything.
to say to me? Or,
No, it's cool.
I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost
What?
gun.
You know about my
Let
gun?
me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Okay, this guy.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Morale critical.
The world is
We gotta
swallowed
heal.
by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost
And gun.
gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, "Be very worried."
Yeah, he did. How do you know about my lost
I
gun?
know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right.
Rockabye.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Rockabye.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Composure 5. I took the novelty check. Oh no. I didn't say thanks for it, but the chair is killing me. 1 in 4 chance. Kim. Don't panic. Okay, don't panic. We could do this. 1 in 4 with a little extra sugar on it. Let's do it.
God,
Oh.
you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you?
I'm about to
You're
cry.
about to cry because you lost your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some kind of stupor. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe space. My guy's like not doing great.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I think so.
Maybe you could use your hands
A
somehow.
mental
In a
health
kind of
crisis.
throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water. Sit upright. I'm melting. No, I'm as good as it gets.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Ugh, yeah. Snap out of it. You called me Mr. Du Bois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think
1 in
the
a
odds
billion.
Are very low.
Hopefully they're not
It might be a
28%.
good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So
Haha.
good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his
Mr.
spectacles.
Kitsuragi, would you mind?
His eyes
Me and
never
Harry
leave
are
yours.
talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Don't jump to the folder. Do you know where I live?
Of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock.
Jamrock.
You're a Jamrock born.
Oh, yeah?
A long way from home, but that's okay.
Like, what, Ziggy Marley?
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Oh, okay. My drama is pretty good. Let's talk of other matters for a moment.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I want to talk about the
Oh,
hanging.
of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
Yes,
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would
Yeah.
love to discuss it with you.
it's obvious.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a
But
but.
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Yeah.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly
Talented at
opening doors.
opening doors. You're not wrong, Everard.
No, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
Okay.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
That sounds great if you filled in the gap of what my hand is. I bet you don't even know anything about the
Harry,
hanging.
my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Well, why don't you just open it
Harry,
yourself?
I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
He snaps his fingers together.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by
A
weasel?
loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Damn it. Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Oh, yeah?
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
What's in that container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Well, there's something special about it. It was attached to the crifts and
Harry,
crane.
you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Well, aren't you gonna ask me how
Am
I got
going
in?
to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window.
I saw it from
Would
his window.
you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
Well, I understand. I am a terrifying death machine.
Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me, I'm not a huge fan of his race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity.
Okay.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Truth. I'm gonna go over a couple of
Let's
things
hear it,
about me.
Harry.
Where did you get that
Ah,
folder?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Well, have another look at that folder. Kim suspects it very high. Let's check.
As you look at the
Okay.
folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder, you
Okay,
liar.
Harry, you got me.
Yo,
This is from the Census Bureau.
we're the
not
best detectives ever.
RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Oh, we got
A
him.
pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So, the Census Bureau knows my name is Harry Du Bois?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep
Dubois?
up, okay?
Sorry.
Let's move on.
Alright, well, Let's talk about my gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids,
grandmas, everyone.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Holding it hostage? Hold on, could he really be holding my gun hostage? Sounding like Wubby in here? What? The guy talking? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry,
Du
I
Bois.
was only
Du
trying to be
Bois.
tactful.
I
A
see.
lost gun is a dangerous
You're
thing.
funny.
I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves.
Gain
Get a hold of
experience.
yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news.
Claps his hands together.
Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
A Du Bois. Alright, we'll see you later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
He pulls out a plastic card. Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Wow, you jerk. Alright, it seems like that was it. I go back down. Duh. The boys. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Find my other shoe. It's missing. What? I thought I had my other shoe. Yeah, I do. Was that completed? Tasks. Monday. Active. Inspect victim's body. Okay, we could do that next. Track down my badge. Sing karaoke. Race Enigma. We gotta get the door for, from that, Mañana guy. What do I have now? Interfacing half-light. Yes. Oh, do boys. Okay, I see it. Doing the boys. Yeah, I'm understanding now, I think. Sorry, am I making you cringe too hard? Ain't no party like a PewDiePie party. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. No, it's... I'm just dick-headed. Okay. But yeah, I think Mañana was near the beginning. I think I need to kind of go back there anyway, because the body is still hanging, and I didn't have a way of getting it down. I need to save. I need to remember to save every 30 seconds. Alright, we were over here. There's a lot of bottles. There's that stuff down there, but I don't know if I could get around to it. This door. Can I get up here? Because I think there was more money up here. Maybe through here. Yeah, we were in here. What's this thing? It's a
An
clock?
imposing combination of a punch clock
And a payphone.
is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Use change. 10 cents? 10 cents is nothing. I
The
don't know what we're
machine
gonna do
swallows
with
your
it.
coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Heard your name, +2. Okay, hi.
It's unclear whether
We
you
failed?
actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
I might try this again
Sure,
later.
why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing.
Okay, we need to put interfacing things back on. These gloves aren't interfacing. What is this? Not interfacing, not interfacing. Okay, get it out of here.
The already familiar cold
No,
touch of
I'm
the-
locked out. Load game. We just saved. Load it. We're safe scumming. Confirm. I just made a horrible mistake of changing out of my glove. I'm never doing it again. I'm wearing these gloves till the end of the game. Watch, I'll probably still fail the roll anyway.
An imposing combination. The
10
machine
cents.
swallows your coin.
83%?
Waiting
We're doing
your
this for
next
sure.
move. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And
We're
a moment
doxing
of
somebody?
hesitation before entering the final numbers. 9.
3.
Calling. Calling.
Calling.
Still calling.
Calling, but you can't hear
Video
me.
Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
I call it a video rental place?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
No, I meant what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
No. Why did I call
Maybe you
you?
called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry DuBois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine.
Brrr.
Dubois.
DuBois.
Dubois. Here we are.
I see.
You haven't rented
I
anything
see.
in
I'm
5
the
years.
boys.
But you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
Blue Ocean Hell. What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tried to come to
That's
terms
me
with
reading all the
onset of
names in this
dementia.
game.
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return
Onset
it to us.
dementia?
We're on the
That's
corner
me.
of Voyager in Maine.
What if my daughter died and subsequent divorce? He concludes, great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
The call
Maybe.
is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer
nothing new here.
slides shut.
Yeah, you just get random people calling. Imagine it was like a video store, the calls you would get all the time. Oh, we really did just lose the concept of video stores, didn't we? Alright, okay, there's, mañana. It'd be dope to work in a video store nowadays, I think, if they still had them. How'd you like a
You've
harbor?
been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
A labor utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smiling adorning his
Right.
face.
You talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everhart said he had a key to the door.
Key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
I don't know. He said it belongs
Oh,
to a
say no more?
weasel.
I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink, haha, like he's
I
Saint
got
Nick
that
or
key
something.
right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I got that key right here, and let me tell you, it's mighty good for you to help us out during the strikes. Working class solidarity, as they say. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder.
I'm not so sure about the hustle grind, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks.
Is it?
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Probably
Okay,
the
but
best.
where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Why are you
We're
striking?
negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions
The
or...
stuff. They already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here
Never
have.
grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece.
Oh, true, brother. How large a share would you
All of
like?
it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Yo.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page. Communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people.
Basically.
Or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
What can you tell me about Boss Man? I don't even want to say
I think
the
it's best
C
you make up
word.
your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Well, what does bossing the union entail
I guess
anyway?
you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That desk seemed lavish to
He
me.
is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker.
Mm.
That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
Well, yeah,
Even a
true
weak
that.
child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Oh, right on, brother.
Just the way the world works, boyadero.
Well, you seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political
I've
situation.
had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Always.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Yeah, it's so weird. One of my friends, his father's birthday is today, and he said he's turning 65, which, I don't know. I think about it, I'm like, ugh, that's like almost twice my age. And like the first 10 years of my life, I was like a babbling baby that was pooping all over myself, and I've got twice this to go. It's quite a while. Time, what a crazy thing.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Makes sense. Maybe I am a boyadero. No.
No.
I could. No.
The man
Definitely
sits
not.
on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time.
Any idea who killed the
The
hangman?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. Let's change the
Man
topic.
whispers a jewel.
Well, it was good talking to you. I'll see you later. Alright, well, I guess we gotta open that door. It sounds easy. It also sounds like a setup. Okay, F5, safe scrumming. And then we're gonna talk to this guy. We talked to him, but then we died, so we gotta talk to him again. And then, we might need to buy some supplies since I'm so weak.
Antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wow.
Let's talk about our right to work.
What about it? Your right to
You
work.
here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should
We're
I?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Scab leader? You're a scab. Well, then I'm
Good.
thinking no.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
No.
Builds confidence.
Well, regardless, I have some questions
Maybe
for
we
you.
should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Shame on
We have families.
Shame.
Piece of shit.
He points his finger to the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scab.
The loitering man hollers in return. Well, what is a
When a
strike?
bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his worker's overalls. Well, what do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
He raises his fist
right to
and
work.
starts shouting again.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Are you wearing new clothes, bro?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's much... Look at these other guys standing around. They're all
Silence is
scrawny
the answer. There's something off
and
with
hunched
him,
over.
but he won't say what.
I'm just gonna leave. I'll talk to you later. You're a little fishy and suspicious. You're fucking with the wrong worker here. Fredette. Wait, we're gonna buy some supplies real quick. What is this? A telephone? Is that what it was?
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, no, it's a tear machine. It's for turning bottles and cans in. Medicine cabinet?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thank you. Well, I'll see you later. That's all I needed. No, yeah, let's get it going. 3 T's, how idiomatic. We talked to this guy. He's also racist. There's a bunch of racists around here. Wilmington Rags. Need to get to the greenhouse. Whirling Rags. Behind Whirling Rags. Greenhouse. Did we get the salts? We're gonna double check. We're gonna talk to her.
Hello again, officer.
Oh no, it won't let me. Okay, Yo, Hoax. We're doing good. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. There's the body. The body. Greenhouse. We need a basement. There's a basement somewhere. It's behind. How do I get there? Full from breakfast. That's good. Did you go, you guys go out?
With bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Oh, I just had vision. If you went out to breakfast, I'm like imagining French toast. Oh, that sounds so good.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
The cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Oh god, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Endurance. I don't have anything that'll help with endurance. A kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. It won't hold the weight of a grown man. Garbage. Wait, what are these? Steak and eggs. Yo, that sounds so good.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual calculus. Yeah, do the math.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
It was a group effort. Look at the little tags on the ground. Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot.
Hobnail work
reinforced toes, number 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
Nice. You get any potatoes? If I have steak and eggs, I gotta have a little bit of potato with it or some hash browns. Oh, that sounds so good.
6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Oh, I'm pretty good at this, aren't
You're
I?
not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
All right, well, let's count the rest.
7.
Country potatoes.
glowing
Oh,
outline
with
for
toast.
standard
Oh, that sounds good.
Number 46. But the
You get
influence
the
of
whole
twice
wheat
as
or
deep
the
as others.
sourdough?
The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother.
More worn.
How many?
DoTune has been tracking your eye movements. 400 million.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
20? It's the same guys going
I
back
never
and
got
forth.
the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint in operation. One sole is smoother than the other. How old do you think these tracks are? This one poked out of my mind.
Interesting. Let's name it the
Old soul. Do you have any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor, or maybe a drummer.
Maybe a drummer. So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Oh, sounds like the truck driver. I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Around the traffic jam. Yeah, prudent. The lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. Well, we also have a light step, number 41 shoe.
Or a kid?
It could be a woman. The shoe seems pretty big.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern
Sex from a person's gait. I don't.
Understood. Anything else?
Well, there's a heavy one.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
Maybe.
Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built,
soon to be dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Maybe it was a really fat man. I just met one. Maybe he was carrying him over?
Possibly, yes.
Lieutenant marks something down in his notebook.
Why?
Why did they have to carry him?
They could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe he refused to walk to his own lynching? Or maybe he wasn't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
Oh, how old do you think these tracks are?
Maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Yeah, I heard that both Tyson and Jake Paul. I heard Tyson got paid $40 million. No, Tyson got $20 million and Jake Paul got $40 million because Paul promoted it along with fought in it. And I was thinking about it, and if you paid me $20 million, I don't know. I do whatever you tell me, and if it's like, if I'm a boxer, and if it's like, please don't hit me, then I guess I have no choice. $20 million. I'm not gonna punch the guy. I'm gonna look like a fool, and everyone's gonna think I'm an idiot. But I'm $20 million richer.
It is not impossible.
Report 7 days? That's a long ass time. How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Yeah, I think so. I could try to look for it and grab it for you tonight. Or I'll give you the option because I know you're full and everything. We could do it tonight, or we could do it early tomorrow morning too. I'm down with whichever. If we do it tomorrow morning, then I could have some drinks while I'm playing. But if not, I could be a good boy and just chill. Tomorrow's anniversary. That's no problem. Happy anniversary. Whoa, congrats. 5 years already. Has it really been that long? Congratulations. Was the last warm day. 7 days below freezing.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state.
Yup.
The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
It could have. What do you think could have happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
Yeah.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Yeah.
Yes, everything fits so well.
Carried him over.
Hoisted him up. Watched him hang. This is easy.
The wood anniversary. So did you guys... you got her a couple of cutting boards, right? You got something engraved on them. Sorry, I don't mean... That'd be pretty funny, though. I think we got a firm understanding. He's thinking to himself. It's possible that he was killed before it happened.
Either way. What else?
Well, I think we've been through it all. We got everything we need to know. What's this? A winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Can I open this? Oh, there's more stuff over here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Eternite. Perception. I may retry it. Oh.
Because there's a secret door.
They're working through it.
Of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Because they're hidden behind. Pull the panels aside.
You see a shabby little door.
Oh, we're making progress.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Peeks inside. Sounds great. I'm gonna check over here. No, I guess I can't. We're going in. Wait, I saw something. Sorry. This, the green box over here. I'm very interested. Yeah, it definitely would. It's also part of my fear of, like, starting to kind of do that stuff. It's just my luck. I'm like, oh, I like this sink. And we get the sink, and then the sink don't work. Oh, I could just right-click, and it shows me everything? Yo, I'm never touching my keyboard again except to push F5. Morale? Okay, we need magnesium. That's good. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. Yeah. The plumbing, I think... I think we need to do something with probably both of those soon. I don't know. Magnesium supplement. Is that what it said? I missed it. Oh well. Oh well. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. The poster says, "Get out of the way or get effed up." Some money. A cured pig's head. It looks mummified. What's this? A ladder? We're on top? We're just chilling on top of buildings now. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Can I walk up here? I'm just, okay. Okay, this is the second story. That's why I couldn't walk around to it. Maybe? Alright, well, look at him go. The other guy's scared to try. Yo, we got some more nose up ahead. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Grand Cordon 37 postcard. We're taking it. We postcards. We keep finding them. Maybe they're valuable. They all seem to tell me to sell them though. Oh, we're on top of this building. Yeah, there was some money here. Some money. Yeah, so you doing anything exciting for your anniversary? Oh, good. You said LOL. Okay, go over here. Wait, oh no, that's where we came out of. Okay, was there anything else we missing? Oh no, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. You could at least get her a rain check for something, like a trip to the ocean. Oh, or some Mexican food or some. Oh, I want Mexican food now. Oh, we might have Chipotle for dinner. I know there's only a couple of people this applies to, but it just sounds kind of good. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, is this everything up here? Investigate.
Be
what is
still,
it?
my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Sweet amphetamine?
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I'm thinking about justice. Some pasta. Oh, that sounds so good. Red sauce or white sauce? Oh, yeah. We, hey, how are you doing, Pixelaries? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we opened the shed. We talked to the big guy at the top of this area. We are gonna open a door for him. Oh, some red sauce with some like garlic. Oh, and like a meat sauce. Oh. I wasn't thinking about. I was thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? That's a very cop way of asking. The police should interfere.
This is below our pay grade, detective.
However, he points to the ladder in the corner.
But that there was an interesting find. An alternative path into the harbor that the kid uses. Well done.
The kid uses. Well done. Was there something else? Okay, we're gonna do one more quick pass. Okay, we went down here. We got the monies going up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, not really anything else. I guess, if it was a kid, he could have just jumped down and that's kind of what it's showing me. That there's another path for him to take. Pushing quick save every 30 seconds. Alright, what else? Greenhouse. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Were we able to get this open? We talked to the kids. Maybe I could talk to that kid directly.
Is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "whirling in rags."
Force time. We're gonna try it again.
Oh,
we did it!
Pry bar into the fissure beneath the lid and push down. It doesn't take much force. With a satisfying crack, the metal gives way. You can open the lid now.
Yo, we just get lucky with physicals. Maybe you shouldn't. What? Maybe I shouldn't. What's this?
Just a feeling.
A warning
from some part of you.
I don't care. We're doing
The
it.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
For over a week, jeez. Oh, nice. Some Mario Party Jamboree. Yeah, we've been playing a bit of it, and it's really fun. I think we still need to unlock the last map that's available. And I read how to unlock the 2 characters, and it's really dumb. If you you don't get it from like normal gameplay, it's kind of dumb. You kind of have to look it up. Well, let's look under the boxes of carton.
Milk, an egg rest with 1 broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper.
Pasta.
Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
What, dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Oh, that's good.
A box
Yeah.
falls into pieces in
That's
your
where the
hands.
best evidence
Batiste
is.
Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Yeah, it's really fun. Me and my wife have been playing a lot of it. Well, we got it also for our anniversary. We had our anniversary a month ago, actually, pretty much. And we've been getting through it and stuff like that. We should have a Mario party. That would be pretty fun. Maybe when your wife's feeling better and everything. We got a handful of days off for Thanksgiving and stuff. I think we can make something happen. A Mario Party Jamboree. Have barbecue? Yo. Okay. Also this too, and like searching for garbage. I saw something in what, CSI or Law and Order or something where they found evidence and it was in a garbage bag, and they were trying to find out where the garbage bag came from, and they went to a nightclub nearby and found that they had a thing of garbage bags, and actually saw where the plastic gripped each other, you know, where it's like kind of perforated and pulled apart, and they're like, oh, we could take this to a forensic lab and line it up exactly, and oh yeah, it's definitely from there. Do they do that, or is that like fake Law and Order type of stuff? I'm catching on. Like, there's a lot of the fake stuff that is like fake crime science, and there's some things that don't do it, and they're very honorable, I feel. But then there's some things that are like, oh yeah, a detective could smell cocaine on the breath of somebody who's recently done it. Yeah, I'm assuming it's fake. There's a handful of those things. I feel like CSI is more fake. Law and Order tries to border on reality, but I feel like later seasons they just kind of make it up because Ice-T told them to or something. Pick up the rags.
Threadbare kitchen towels. Something catches your eye.
A pair of denim trousers? We're taking them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
There's a corpse in here too.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Yeah.
Drop them in here, officer.
Drop them. I want to wear them. Pulls a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
Guitar mark.
Bag 'em.
Jeans. Pockets. Empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but...
-2 to all stats. Yeah, it makes me stinky. People can't talk to me. It drops my charisma in half.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Something slimy. Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag it.
This is a military type.
Tag it, bag it.
No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Yeah, I also feel like too with that kind of stuff, it's they take it to a court, and like a good lawyer would be all like, yo, you're lying about that, like that sounds impossible. But I think there's like some public defenders that are like, okay, well, I don't know if I could really refute that unless I like get somebody out here or something. But and then they bring out a scientist and it's all like, oh yeah, I'm a scientist in like plastic manufacturing and perforation, and like it's the same perforator used on like every bag. Of course it's gonna line up. You're gonna line up with like a million bags. Yeah, that too. Yeah, and it takes one court of going, what are you talking about? Get this out of here, for them like to blanket never do it again. Like, oh, not the garbage bag defense again. Military type overgarment, no label or serial number.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Throw out a towel, a mug, that's all.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could
Yard.
be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Oh. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to ask the kids.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
Yeah, he's a baby.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy. on your
Slimy.
hands. Apple and potato
It's
peels
fucking
roasted,
raw.
unidentified sludge, and the occasional
Chicken bone?
thrown in for good measure.
Make a good
But
soup.
hey, what's this?
What's this? What? I knew it. I knew I had to click on this. What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard.
Clipboard,
A
yo,
blue
money.
plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in.
We're
a
onto
man's
something. This is
handwriting.
huge.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this
It
is.
is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
What? My
If you don't
paperwork?
mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
What? With the... Am I the killer? It may have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Foreboding. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash. I don't know. I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about this right now. Someone from the whirling must have threw it in the trash.
Boring. Try dangerous.
Dangerous.
You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Tutorial agents, the best voice in my head. It's so calm and soothing. The mug, I'm getting that mug
You
too.
pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Yellow man,
Only
antique.
in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Close the
Container
lid.
sounds a muffled gong.
Dong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
All right. Open the lid again? No, we're leaving. Imagine if she did roll. She's like, I'd like to tell you how to, like, use items in your inventory, but I'm drunk. Giant novelty check. I don't feel good about this. 20 by 50. Looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously on a gala-like event. It's supposedly exchanges for 25 real at your local Fret store. Below the number is careful hand has written the words constable's rent. All of it. No. Worthless in a pawn shop. Okay. New postcard. We got interactables. Damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It is full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged. Start keeping notes in the case.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal cleaner. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's
gross.
a metaphor for you.
Yeah, I guess. We'll take a look at the toilet
just
paper.
Toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you
Leave
want.
it there. It's cool. Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They
If
look
you
exactly
want
the
it to be
same.
Kitchen tissue. It can be kitchen tissue. It's not though.
It's not
toilet
though.
paper.
Okay, we'll take it
Still
off.
wet. The toilet paper.
Gained experience. Okay,
Kitchen tissue.
we're not wasting time.
Goes off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila.
Oh,
the
voila.
ledger now looks
Marginally better. All right, and inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run my fingers across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling.
I voted.
iridescence.
Get
I
out
don't
of
know
here.
How you didn't notice it before? Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of
It
information?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Oh, interesting. How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example.
RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Oh, that's a very interesting feature.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just
Turn the lights on. Thank you.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
It'd be fun too. I was thinking, I don't know if it's possible, but to like hack the game so you only roll bad rolls and try to make it through the game with bad rolls. But I think the game becomes impossible.
They're not
But I'm not
exactly
sure.
right. They're
Maybe
yellow
there's somebody that
pages
has done
by
it.
sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they
Work,
about?
Strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week. on
Dang.
average.
I'm busy.
What do you mean?
I've been
Is that
bussing.
all?
That's it. 2 cases a week is a good caseload, Lieutenant. There was mention of a naming convention here. Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room? I'm done inspecting these. There was a mention of a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh, my. And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
The Unsolvable Case.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Are you sure these are case files and not like mini novelettes that I'm writing?
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Well, it's 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way.
Well,
was presumptuous of me.
That's what you implied. I'm sure I've made plenty of mistakes.
Okay.
I drink a lot.
Mistakes.
I can't remember who I am.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
That's
The
it.
notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
I have to open official cases. There room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
No, okay. Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do.
Barely.
But
well, Kim does have a pen.
the
He's been
lieutenant
using
looks
it.
at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets.
He's not going to give
He
them
is
to me.
not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
Oh, no. With this beauty, commit to
The
paper.
tasks you've completed flow out to the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body.
Uh-huh.
Interview the cafeteria manager.
Uh-huh.
It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Well, cross out the ones I've
A
already
satisfying
finished.
slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
And you.
You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion.
Oh, interesting. He knows my name now.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our
No,
case?
actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, the Furies that are at home in the mirror, the Setting Sun, Shit on a Stick. All of these are terrible. I don't have one.
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Go ahead.
The Hanged Man.
Oh no, that's. I'm not feeling
Are
it.
you sure? I think it's pretty serviceable.
Okay, if you say
I'm going to
so,
start
let's
calling
do
you
it.
the Hanged Man.
Yo,
Good
30
percent.
experience? That's a good name. New skill point? Okay, I guess I'm a dummy. I guess it's the best name ever. Kim, all my cases employ a naming convention similar to what we used in ours.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I see. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that.
To amuse myself.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
I wonder if this is something cops IRL do too.
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a
workplace accident. That's terrible. All right, well, I guess I'm
You
done
don't
inspecting.
Exactly close them. So much as distance yourself from the
Smelly papers.
They're a little further from your nose now.
Kim explained a system. Can I read the case files now? Yeah, let's try it.
Yes.
Imagine us
piece
failing.
them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Wait, HDB41, weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your...
Harry Du Bois. Harry Du Bois, that's
Harry
me.
Du Bois. HDB.
Harry Du Bois. What? The next world mural? The unsolvable case? The Square Bullet Hole Murders? Oh, okay. These are the cases, I guess. The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But
that's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing.
What next?
One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's
unsolvable. There's computers that I've had to work on where we have a ticket. That's basically this, the unfixable computer. It goes from
Leslie
technician to
will always
technician.
take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't.
Those pants are just hitting the floor.
Indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol.
Impossible.
Which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce
The expression. Can we just keep them off the streets?
Think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home?
Yeah, true.
No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
Damn.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency.
You're learning. If the files are to be trusted,
They, if
that's
you've
all
seen
there is to it.
Shameless,
And
that reminds me of the
things and the
Gallaghers.
fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Oh, that's
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner.
potent
You slam the
Pilsner.
hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Classic. I'm a cop. I don't need to
In
be
the
drunk to do
process,
that.
The ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
Began to cry.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend
Dang.
to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Dang. Okay.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read it?
Okay. That was a very interesting conclusion to that case.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay. Browse the yellow
In
papers.
the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms.
Field
Each
autopsy
is easy
form.
enough to make sense of. You don't
Okay.
have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Well, thank you. Field
A
autopsy.
dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Misconduct
Monetary
fine.
penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing
Time to whip out the special
over the
paperwork.
rest of the field.
This guy fucked up. I mean, I don't know, 1,000 real or getting your kneecaps broken.
But they appear
Pleasantly vague. Good. Wreck this kid. Give him a couple.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright
Cute.
Yes, all that remains now. is
We're
to
just
fill
gaining
those
experience,
forms
so
and hand
this
them
is
to
the
people.
positive
Fines for
reinforcement.
wrongdoers,
I'm sorry if y'all
interview
bored
requests for bad guys,
with
and
the
field autopsies to dead guys.
checking out my my garbage.
The rest of the stinking cellulose
Clipboard.
is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Case files. Kip, smell the ledger.
The
Let's
acidic
smell it.
stench of rotten food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Oh.
You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
What toilet would that
Remember
be?
when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank, they should have sent a poet to describe it?
Is sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner a line this poet might have used?
Why, yes it is, among many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling in rags.
Oh.
Perhaps that's where the ledger was dropped in the toilet. By you.
No, it wasn't. Not me. It's the other guy. Mug. We have a mug to interact. This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling in rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. It seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial era antique.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read?
Racist?
Yeah.
It thinks it's better than me?
Much.
There's quite a lot to read into here. Actually, look at all that content.
Oh boy. Here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Oh boy. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful by denouncing it. I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Oh, jeez. Yikes. Well, this mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
It was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
All right. If that's, oh, and I got the guy's pin. I could sell it. Belongs to the lieutenant, yeah. All right, we're going to do this real quick.
Lonesome. Long way.
Thought complete.
Here we go.
Oh.
Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
What is this picture? It's I see a hand. I thought it was just clothes, but there's like a bottle. Okay. It's very interesting. Lonesome Way Home. I finished it, right? Bonuses from the thought. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 physical PSY. And what? This is the same advanced race theory. We're not touching advanced race theory. Get that out of here. Status. Okay, these are all blocked out. Oh, I could forget stuff. Okay. All right, we got an extra point. Level up. What did I put it in last time? Logic. Yeah, we're getting logical. Let's get logical. Logical. Who put the clothes in the trash? Read the watermarks. Yes. All right, we're saving. We learned a lot, but if we don't save, our character will forget everything for the millionth time. Alright. Okay, I also learned I could just right-click on to see what's interactable. Alright, turn them headlights on. Let's check out this seal real quick.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
I turn, you press start. Alright, press
The
start
dashboard
engine.
lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge
Whoa.
jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl. Like a leopard waking from its sleep.
It sounds like a
yawning
broken
and
Tesla.
roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled
The lights
headlights.
unfold with a little click,
Oh.
casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright. Let's check it out.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
There she is.
Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait a minute.
Crab brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
It reminds me of that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine's trying to write a description for the, urban sombrero? In the distance, a child cries, but my head is amazingly warm. Or no, it was the poncho, right? Where are we on this?
Let me see.
Takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says his finger's near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Well, it seems nice.
No, it does not.
It does not, the lieutenant says without optimism. Look at the
There are many of
perforations.
them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Well, tally up the
first
different
row
rows.
has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
No, I don't. I'm just saying things. What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border.
And then some. Count them.
You count 260.
I healed morale. Yo.
Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say
216.
why precisely.
What about the last
The
row?
last row has 3 perforations.
3? That's it?
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do.
Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers
Often do, it's meant.
It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done
That's
this?
what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I got drunk like a megastar. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. What? Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? Do you really think I have an idea?
Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200.
Wow, more than 200. 216 to be
It's quite a
exact.
lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member.
Like
of the
RoboCop.
precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations.
My confirmed kills? I've only killed 3 people? That's pretty good for a cop. So I'm
For
a
an
killer.
RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's usually, it's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these
But it seems as
officers.
though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
What? What? He knows I'm wearing my gloves? Well, thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Thank you.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
My statistics on the journal page. Oh, 18 years. Honor, good cop, bad cop, moralist, ultra-liberal, fascist, communist. I'm a boring cop, sorry cop, superstar cop. Yo, okay. I think I'm getting it. I'm seeing how deep the rabbit hole goes. All right, let's talk to this guy. Let's show up all menacingly with my crowbar and my the jacket that Bruce Willis wears in Unbreakable when he realizes he's the superhero. You know what I'm talking about. Citizen,
Can I
obey
help
me.
you?
I found the victim's clothes in the trash. I think you're the killer.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. I learned about fugue state from Breaking Bad. I don't think it's real. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Yeah, it is kind of odd.
The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself.
Down the road.
Thank you anyway.
Well, maybe you don't remember putting them in
I think
there.
fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Wow, you calling me out? Yeah, hit him with your ledger. Beat him with the clipboard. Could someone on your staff?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
All right.
Yes?
Yeah, what else you got? So I got the money
Yes.
I owe.
Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
The cafeteria manager stares at you, baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand.
Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
How much do I owe
A
you?
lot. A
130?
lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
That's messed
Like
up.
What? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I'm seeing something at the whirling Gart I need to talk about.
Thing.
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain. Blah!
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Men get hungry.
Glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager.
Yeah, it's after 4. The sign said reserve starting at 4. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall? He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching.
Oh, why is
they
that?
Probably fucking killed that guy or something, and that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's something else I want to ask about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire in the whirling later. Is that a tip? Goodbye. Let's get the check. This door's open now. Hello? Hello? The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. What's this? This box. Oh, I take your money. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. You.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Garancy and Quebec.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
All right, logic is saving me here. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some pretty impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
He's playing the drums.
It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Well, I guess I don't got anything else for you if you don't habla the Ingles.
You see,
I don't think he even hablas the Espanol.
Dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
This is a secure door.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Try to push on the door.
Does not budge.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch.
I don't know.
Outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
There was a winch outside on the roof, like that of a small elevator.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. No, it's a mini side investigation.
About this. The cafeteria manager.
All right, we'll ask him. See what he thinks. Okay. As excited as I was to get back here, there's not a lot of exciting things. Water cooler, large bubbles. What's this? Menu has been wiped clean. The only word Monday. I hate Mondays. Get that out of here.
Can I help you?
I saw another thing.
Great.
What's
I love those.
Yeah, what's with the blue steel door in the back of the kitchen?
Yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
He shrugs. It's very mysterious to me. Do you know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
Junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely
Not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
No, you don't control me.
In the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yeah, we're gonna cause this guy's ears to bleed. I need a drink. Can you pour me
I
one?
have a shaker in my hand. Is this a shaker?
It's
bird?
not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Imitation. No, there's nothing
Am I
there.
wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling?
I think he's
Do
being
you see me
sarcastic.
smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender?
That's right. I'm the cafeteria
We're getting a bunch of
manager.
experience, though.
I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole. Or, you don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Yeah, that one.
Well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
Pineapple,
Don't be
please.
imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken
What
things
kind
to
of
fix.
bartender are you?
If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
All right. Well, I'll see you later, I guess. You're just gonna be rude. Yo, Northern Lion's over here. You see that? The egg himself. It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Okay, he's got nothing interesting. This guy, let's check him out again.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Challenging. Wake him up. This white check. I might retry it. Yo, bro, wake up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
He's too good. He's outslept the sleeper. How's everyone's Saturday going? Everyone having a great time? One in chat if you're having a great time. 2 in chat if you're not having a great time. Please no twos. Alright, this is the place where hi, I like to exchange this check.
Because I don't really know anything.
25 real? That's not 130 real. Does Friet have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns her back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond. Well, here's a check I need changed.
I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying
Yeah.
you with
They work for me.
That was easy. Worryingly so.
Okay. Okay, well, interesting. They don't have a warehouse. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. And what? This is gonna just say the name of the place? Pigs go home. Street name is illegible. Coming straight from the underground. Hello. I don't have money.
Can I help you?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't have anything new. I'll smell you later. We're gonna investigate some more. We'll be back with some allegations. Alright, what's this? Who put the clothes in the trash? May take a while. Has men gather in a mess hall? They're not here today. They'll eventually show up. Secret passage. Find a way into the secret passage. Alright. Alright, we're on the case. We got some leads. I haven't even checked out this left side of the map. Let's take a look over here. The mailbox. I kicked it. It almost killed me. Speaking of, we're quick saving. Oh no, I have been over here. I'm a liar. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Some books. This book's about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about Bucadero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh yeah, coming soon. What is it? Mind Link? What's the Elon Musk's thing that's gonna kill everyone it touches? The ad reads, broken window? Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Wasn't there bags? I need a bag. The shop had bags. I need to collect the bottles. And pay off my debt. Right? Or no, she was just saying... okay, sorry. We're gonna check. We're gonna double check real quick. That. This?
The tear machine stands in the...
Oh, no. Do you have bags for sale?
Is this about the question?
No. Pastries?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of
raincoats.
Juice bottles. The raincoats
Steal a
are
raincoat.
transparent, except for the big fritta.
No, I don't need a raincoat. What's this?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop
Oh,
wall,
alcohol bottles?
inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. There,
My knees are
in
weak.
that
My
dark
palms are
green
sweaty.
glass,
Mom's spaghetti.
all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol.
Love alcohol. I am in heaven. I need it all so bad.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you.
Excuse
Just
me?
Let me know and pay and stuff.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Oh, get the
I'm
F
sorry.
out of here. Don't give me your BS. I already know that. It is damaging me. Let me see. What is this? Physique 1. Physique 1. These all ruin me. Do you sell any under-the-counter
No.
vices?
Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Wow. Don't tell me about that. Yeah, give me the
Here you go,
Commodore.
mister.
A clank clank. Alright, we're leaving. Items? Tools? Commodore. +1 to physique, -1 to morale. I only have 1 morale. How can I lose any more morale? We're gonna hold on to it. We're gonna save it for a good moment. Hello? You.
a traveler.
He then mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
He nods empathetically. What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with sweeping gestures.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
He glances south down the road.
Upon days.
A limbo, huh? So that's where I am?
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
That's pretty extreme. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Well, extravagantly phrased, but I could roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers.
So tell me, what do you need?
Well, I have some debts. You care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Well, tell me more about the strike.
Like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on
Maybe you
strike.
should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
True,
The
he's
RCM is
truing.
a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own.
No,
members.
interesting.
It would be like striking against your own mother.
Mother? I don't know my mother, but I'd go on strike against her too for my rights. Amen, brother. I'd strike
Do
against my
continue.
mother.
You were asking about the strike?
What's the union
Some
demanding?
pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Go
Sounded
ahead,
like
guess.
they wanted all the company.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Okay.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, interesting. What do you think the company
They
wants?
want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
Yeah.
Ching.
Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Well, anything else I
Anything
should know?
else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be.
All of us do. All of
Us
who?
lorry drivers. Camioners. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or
Oh
late.
yeah, brother.
Not that I blame them, really.
Not
my
you.
thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Wheeling, dealing. He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Excuse me, sir, you got something
He
in
tries
your
his
eyes.
best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
I have no empathy. Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here.
Keep him busy.
Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
What?
Nothing.
He
I'm just
smiles.
messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
All right. Well, get ready for me to not succeed this roll.
Ease into it.
Oh, ultra failure.
This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about your soul.
You really are the law, aren't you?
Yeah.
I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Nope, it don't.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
What? That's not what capital letters mean. Okay, well,
Don't
I'll
be a
talk to you
stranger.
later. He gives you a salute with 2 fingers. What? Up yours too, buddy.
Hey,
What? Yes, what's up?
hey, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue with that. Yes, we should all stop building love. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love wiener. Yeah, I guess we should just all stop building love.
This
Sounds great.
conversation isn't really about love. Try to keep up, okay? This is about the communism you've promised to build. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted. Is that true?
How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Isn't that what everyone says? Well, you know what? Yeah, that does kind of
Funky
sound like
style.
me.
Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Let's do it right here in
Get
the middle of the
firing
street.
Squads and the animal wagons ready.
Yeah. Let's round up the rich. Elon, hello, come on out. You didn't say
Too
anything
late
about
to back
those.
out now. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few million eggs.
All right. Roll up my sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Dot gained. Here we go. Maziovian socioeconomics. What? -2 to visual calculus? What? I don't want to lose visual calculus, right? I'm all built up a visual calculus. Only while I'm researching it. Okay. Thank you. 3 hours? People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. Stupid Stalin. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the calls of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmozov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the ocean trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Yeah, we're internalizing that for sure. No racism? No.
You work hard.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
The work isn't the only thing I'm like a horse in. What do I do exactly?
You're a human pedometer.
Yeah?
You must have walked 200,000 steps.
My
down
Fitbit
cracked
says so.
asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh.
Yeah.
And people are evil. You didn't make it that way. And you won't let it break you. You ride.
We ride. I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy.
Okay.
But you do it.
Some spicy words in there.
Day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
Yeah, I got that giant novelty check.
Wasn't easy getting that giant
Nope,
novelty
I
check
had
every
a
route. Took some
bust for
to
it.
get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
Yeah. You could say that I also took money from that Manana guy too.
That in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in.
Heck no.
You're a straight rider.
I take my money from the people directly, and it's a tip. Supreme Court just ruled that I could be tipped. I guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack
I don't think
or
so.
shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I am not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave.
I am
You're
a communist.
still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Because the system is broken. We
Boo-hoo.
just determined that.
The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this?
No.
Why are you so poor?
Oh, I guess I was wrong. I guess it isn't the system. There's a market for crop cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. What is this? This is, yeah.
Look, the immigrants are cool. The immigrants play cool music.
Yeah.
Everyone likes them, especially the women. Don't hate on the immigrants. They've got nothing to do with you living under a boat.
It's because of that Gart guy.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures.
Yeah.
You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
I don't know. Why am I
Because
so
of
poor?
The taxes.
The taxes?
He got his jam-covered sticky fingers
In my pocket?
stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Yeah.
Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state? That is Revachol.
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation.
Those bastards.
Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth.
What jerks?
In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
98%? That's no friggin' way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. This seems like a pretty big number.
Sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed.
It's a lot of nipple milking.
Of having bloody nipples.
Of having bloody nipples? I guess bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Yeah. How does...
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay. I guess... -2 empathy. Cold-blooded. First, if you have side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulan Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Insuladian problem. Experience. Yeah. Can I do both? Internalize? Yo, we're internalizing everything. Okay. Yeah, get the man out of my pockets. If I had more taxes, I could like invest more into my community. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Okay, what's down here? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. There's people over here. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Bench. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Sounds good to me.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. Makes sense.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just
Oh, they're playing some bocce ball?
Talk to Angry Hog René first.
Yo, I'm stomping all over his bocce ball game. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows filled the air.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
This one's still chewing on a sandwich.
But you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls.
Balls.
This is a
ball game.
Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what the game is? No, it's
That's
ball
the
time.
spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're
Way past their prime. Acting without hesitation. Show them what I'm working with. Funny how I would if I failed that. Yo, motherfuckers, watch this shit. I'm gonna toss it behind my head.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Let go. Beat the ball. I don't think that was the game they were playing.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit.
Whorehouse of shit?
It
Excuse
wasn't
me?
Whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24, and then some.
Oh, it's like those
Nothing
shoe
to be
sizes.
embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not weak right triceps, that's for
I don't
sure.
care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Sorry, it was a honest mistake.
No, we are not good, goddammit. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer?
Yeah,
No
I
harm done.
misunderstood what game you were playing.
Harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I'll try to fix this.
Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
What do you mean? How do you know, Redrick?
You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh. You must have seen something on your night, on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
It does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why are you on leave?
A private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
Sounds
fine,
good.
Goddammit. Mind your own business.
The outburst makes him clutch his chest.
Just got to cut back on coffee.
you and me both. So who was working your shift that night?
The boss has been unmanned since last Monday.
He looks very
There's
old
no
and
other
tired
guard.
suddenly.
It's just me.
Just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes.
He nods before hesitantly continuing.
It's not actually an issue. I mean...
What? Why?
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly
The
decorative?
possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Evrard gets it. Big guy looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Or such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die. There's no middle ground. René is but one man. We need a program. Get all of the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services. Invest the profit. Get a few more guys. Expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. Well, Everett gets it. Big guy looking after the elder. Guard booth now. Well, I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She
is nobody.
This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Wasn't a nobody. We gained some experience. Well, thank you.
Yes, like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Do you know anything about the man hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in
Unfortunately,
Rex?
I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops?
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know
If I
anything?
knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
He knows nothing. You seem to be playing in a crater?
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was there an earthquake?
No. It was left by heavy artillery
Oh,
fire.
interesting. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why? Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire
Sadly,
against them?
no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda.
Oh, okay.
And mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, probably was. Why shell them here in
This
Martinez?
is the damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Oh.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
He points to the northeast. Deathblow sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Why is everything... well, that explains all the war damage.
Right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eye.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Well, that's how it should be. Ooh, sorry. Blah. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. Soft socialist. This one.
Preposterous. Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food, and drinking my piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Stupid music.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
How does Felipe III factor into this?
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
No, okay. You mentioned Guillaume.
True king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Them damn commies.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Ah. Well, what exactly is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? forgotten already.
They've forgotten
It's
already.
no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Low. I threw the bull into the sea. But I know Renee's job. It's a white I may retry it. We're doing it. Oh no.
Is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform.
This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule.
And ours to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
I saw the statue of Felipe III near the roundabout.
Yes, King Philip III on his steed, a reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
What was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts.
Cocaine
His
connoisseur.
egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
Yes, obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Clarity of vision, awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Well, I mean, such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. I mean, even I need one
Please,
too.
officer, don't encourage